Welcome to another special edition of Wisely Put, where we venture into the shadows of the human psyche to explore a topic as ancient as it is destructive: the art of blaming others for our misfortunes. Today, we don't just walk on the dark side, we dissect it, understanding how blaming others not only stalls our growth, but ensures a lifetime membership in the league of the losers. If mastering the craft of ruining your life is your hidden desire, then you've stumbled upon a gold mine. Blaming others is an art form practiced by many, but mastered by those truly committed to avoiding any form of personal growth or achievement. It's a dance with delusion, a pact signed with stagnation, promising to keep you rooted in a place far from any semblance of personal responsibility or progress. So, if you're looking to excel in the grand tournament of self-ruin, you're in the right place. Grab a seat as we unveil the playbook to becoming an expert in the blame game. A surefire way to ensure your life remains an unfulfilled tale of what could have been. It's a dark allure, promising the comfort of victimhood while stealthily robbing you of your power to change. Here, accountability is not just undervalued, it's actively avoided, as if responsibility were a plague to be dodged at all costs. The comfort of victimhood. Wrapping yourself in the blanket of victimhood might yield temporary warmth and comfort, but it's a trap that ensnares you in a perpetual state of helplessness. By casting others as the villains in your story, you relinquish control, leaving your fate in the hands of anyone but yourself. This narrative might earn you sympathy, but it's a currency that buys nothing of value, least of all progress. The world moves on indifferent. Engaging in the blame game is like running on a treadmill of grievances, exhausting yourself without actually going anywhere. It's a cycle of negativity that feeds on itself, each iteration further entrenching you in a mindset that sees obstacles as insurmountable and personal agency as an illusion. In this game, there are no winners, only losers, chief among them your potential self, who watches from the sidelines, sidelined by your refusal to take ownership of your life. Believing that holding others responsible for your situation will somehow lead to change is akin to waiting for a mirage to quench your thirst. It's an illusion, a trick of the mind that keeps you chasing after a solution that doesn't exist. Without taking personal accountability, progress is not just delayed, it's a complete fabrication. The harsh reality is that blaming others for your circumstances is like building a boat out of sand. It may occupy your time, but it will never sail you to the shores of change. The paradox of powerlessness. Ironically, in your quest to avoid responsibility, you embrace the very powerlessness you fear. By pointing fingers and allocating blame, you forfeit the one thing that can truly liberate you: your ability to change your own life. This surrender is a silent epidemic, spreading through excuses and justifications, leaving a trail of unfulfilled lives in its wake. In the grand scheme of a life well lived, blaming others is a guaranteed dead end. It's a toxic strategy for those who prefer the comfort of complaining over the challenge of change. If you're seeking a surefire way to ruin your life, look no further than the art of blaming everyone but yourself. It's a masterclass in missing the point of your own existence. A lesson in how to be a passive observer rather than an active participant in your own story. The power of negative habits. A descent into mediocrity. Plunge into the abyss of distraction, and you'll find a world where focus goes to die, a realm where productivity is but a myth, and the quality of life is sacrificed at the altar of the next shiny object. This addiction doesn't just steal your time, it robs you of your very potential, leaving behind a shell of what could have been, a monument to unfulfilled dreams and squandered opportunities. In this landscape, every ping and every notification is a siren call, luring you further away from your goals, ensuring that your life remains an endless loop of superficial engagements, as deep and meaningful as a puddle. Succumb to the seduction of instant gratification, and you're signing up for a masterclass in how to hollow out your life from the inside. This is the art of trading gold for glitter, of exchanging enduring satisfaction for fleeting pleasures. It's a bargain with the devil, where you sell your future for a handful of beans that promise magic but grow nothing. The pursuit of immediate pleasure, often at the expense of long-term goals, crafts a life of superficiality, where the depth of your experiences is as shallow as a raindrop on a hot stone. Welcome to a banquet of empty calories, where you feast on the junk food of life, only to find yourself starving for something real. Dive headfirst into the social media echo chamber, and you're volunteering for a grand experiment in isolation. Here, in these curated halls of mirrors, growth and understanding are banished, replaced by a comforting echo of your own voice. This is where reality goes to get distorted, and diversity of thought is an endangered species. The result? A skewed perception of reality that breeds isolation and disillusionment. A digital island where you're surrounded by voices that sound just like your own, and the bridge back to the broader world crumbles with every like, share, and retweet. It's a self-made prison where the bars are made of likes and the key is lost in the noise. As we conclude our dive into the depths of blame and avoidance, remember this: the path of blaming others is lined with the shattered dreams and missed opportunities of those who chose it. It's a journey marked by the absence of growth, the stench of stagnation, and the silent despair of potential unexplored. This masterclass in abdicating responsibility, while rich in excuses, is bankrupt of any real value or satisfaction. In embracing this dark wisdom, you ensure that your story is one of caution, a tale whispered in the winds of wasted chances. But it doesn't have to be this way. The chains of blame are of your own making, and they can be broken. Yet, for those who find comfort in the shadows, who prefer the echo chamber of their grievances to the bright light of accountability, the road to nowhere awaits with open arms. With that said, thank you for watching. Until next time, remember, the power to change your narrative is always within your grasp, but so is the choice to cast it aside. Choose wisely or don't. The masterpiece or mess of your life is ultimately in your hands.